It's a special year for us because it is our 75th anniversary. The series was established in 1937, and at that time its purpose was to bring culture to Boulder. And as you can imagine, Boulder has changed, the world has changed, society has changed.
There was a time of amazing success. This must have been maybe early 1980s. The Artist Series was sold out. You could not get individual tickets. It was a time when the Artist Series had tremendous vitality. The town was dependent on the Artist Series for good music.
The Artist Series has evolved as our audiences have.
But the wonderful artists that we bring, the world-class performers in all the disciplines, that has not changed in 75 years. I remember a number of great artists who were here, dance companies, Isaac Stern, just some really marvelous events and occasions, and it was great to be in the hall.
But the diversity that the Artist Series has today was unforeseen at that time.
I think bringing artists and seeing them live is immensely valuable because it's such a different experience than the disconnection between a computer screen or a TV screen and actually getting to see someone live, and it's a different feeling to hear the music and to feel the music and experience everything.
I cannot think of a show that I've gone to where I left saying, wow, I really wish I just stayed home. That just doesn't happen.
I hear from the artists all the time how much they love performing in Mackey Auditorium. They love coming to Boulder, first of all. This hall is so unique and special and historic and lovely that it really adds to the experience, I think, for everybody, artists and patrons alike. It's just a tremendous cultural jewel, I think, for Boulder. We've got a great season coming up, open with Ballet Hispanico. They are just a wonderful dance company. Yamato is coming back by popular demand. The Vienna Boys Choir, Polopolis is coming back, and the great pianist Andras Schiff. And then circling back a little bit to one of my all-time favorites, Leon Fleischer, and he is going to be appearing with the Irish Chamber Orchestra.
In other places that I lived, you definitely can see whatever you want. Here, you can also see whatever you want, and you don't have to drive very far.
Well, it's a terrific resource that very few colleges of music, schools of music have. It's an opportunity for our students to hear outstanding world-class artists because we've had world music as well as jazz and dance and great classical artists all on the series in any given academic year. Dave Grusin is one of our alums. We've had Dave Grusin collaborate with our student orchestra. Dave was so generous in his comments about how wonderfully the orchestra was performing.
I think it's great that the Artist Series asks the performers to not only give a recital to the public but also give masterclasses. Imani Winds is sort of the premier woodwind quintet. Working with the Imani Winds was definitely was really refreshing. I think they were very approachable. The great thing about it is how enthused they were, and they were just so excited to be there. I really felt like we were a better group at the end of it, which is always a sign of a successful masterclass.
We get exposure to some of the really great musicians that are traveling all around the country. Most notably for us was the Kronos Quartet. Each of us in the quartet was individually mic'd, and all of that was fed through the mics into the laptops, and the laptops distorted the sound in such a way to create special effects and different types of music. In the master class, we were working really intensely, and it got to the point where somebody had to come in and pull them away because they had to rush them to the airport in order to make their flight. So we got a lot of really great work, and they were really enthusiastic working with us.
We need audiences for our students to have the rich experience that they need.
We have been able to establish an endowment for the series. The performances outside of Mackey Auditorium, whether they're in the schools or if they're working with our students, those are things that we pay for that there is no ticket revenue for.
Our prices are among the most reasonable in the country, and it's thanks to our donors and patrons and corporate sponsors that all of that is possible.
It would be great to see more community financial support of the Artist Series. Never hurts to have money around.
I dove in, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna get a subscription. And I enjoyed it so much. The next year I'm like, I don't know how the Artist Series is doing, but I didn't pay enough for my tickets. I want to give them a little bit more. Haven't looked back.
As we look to the future, I'm sure the Artist Series will continue its wonderful history and tradition of success, bringing the greatest classical artists to our stage, wonderful orchestras, fantastic dance companies, marvelous jazz and world music, and there will be things to come that are surprises, and the series will embrace them all.
But it's going to remain at the highest level of artistry, whatever it becomes, and it will reflect the tastes of a truly distinguished audience.
If the Artist Series was just classical, if it was just dance, I would enjoy it. But I like getting something different every single time I come, and I think that that actually is appealing to a younger crowd.
It's an amazing experience to, as a student, just to be able to be a small part of this larger whole.
What I hope for the next 75 years, I don't even know what to hope. Can it get better? I hope it can get better.
Thank you. That's what I would say to all those folks. You inspire me. I hope to uphold the wonderful honor and tradition that you've established, and I'm grateful for all the work that's been done.